That surprised me. "You're hardly human, are you?" I said. "I believe you actually like this situation." "Human enough, but it's my business," he said calmly, and smoked thoughtfully and in silence for some time. "I understand Helen broke up the meeting tonight," he went on after the pause. "Very typical of Helen, if slightly indiscreet. Still, she had a good enough reason, although I'd have kept her back if I'd known, but you see I'm not there anymore." "She's filled up the place with servants, and I had to get out." "What was her reason?" "She was rather dreadful." "She was scared," he said quietly. "You see, Jim owns a .45 automatic. However, the police have the bullet now, and by tonight or tomorrow the experts will know that his pistol never fired that shot." He had little to say as to his own movements during the day, and he flatly refused to discuss the second glove. "I'll tell you all about that someday." But he was more concerned about Miss Emily's murder than he had seemed at first. "You see," he said, "there can be only 2 or 3 reasons for killing her. First, that she was mistaken for someone else, possible, but unlikely to my mind. Again, she may have had to be put out of the way for some reason we don't know, because she knew something or obstructed some plan. I have an increasing feeling that there is a plan. And still again, she may have had something in her possession which somebody else wanted or had to have. I say all this because we have to count out the usual motives of revenge or jealousy or love. She was hardly a person to inspire any of them. And of course there's the possibility of a lunatic. We can't eliminate that entirely. But you don't believe that, do you? No. You see, Lou, you don't mind my calling you Lou, do you? It's easier. You see, there are 2 types of killers, roughly speaking. One is a low type, a subnormal mentally, who generally belongs to the underworld and who kills impulsively, out of fear or rage or liquor. The other type is the intelligent one. Its crimes are carefully planned and subtly carried out. But that of course is its great danger. Everything in such a plot depends on something else, it's all fitted together like a machine. Then a cog slips and the whole business goes to pieces. Does that mean that poor Emily Lancaster was such a cog? I asked. It's possible. Why else kill her? She was inoffensive, to say the least. If she knew anything she hadn't told it, at least to the police. You see, Lou, I rather like calling you Lou. I hope you do too. It's my belief that somewhere buried in this crescent is a story. I'm leaving the rest to the police and going after that story. But I don't mind telling you that if and when I get it, it won't be from the crescent itself. Of all the tight-lipped mind-your-own-business people I've ever seen. But let's forget them. Are you tired? Do you want to go in? Not unless you do? What, me? With a pretty girl and a summer night and a handsome running board to sit on? Never. Besides, it helps me to talk out loud. You're a good listener, you know. Any man prefers no voice even to a soft low voice in a woman at times. Then he dropped his bantering air. What gets me, he said, is why she left the house last night at all. It doesn't fit, Lou. Why did Miss Emily get up, put on part of her clothing, eat an apple on the porch and then go out? She wasn't scared off that porch. She'd have rushed into the house and locked the door. Unless, he added, she was afraid of someone in the house.